Hello, POTA people. Eric, KD4MZM. Today we're at the Madira Bickel Mound Archaeological State Park. That's Kilo 3635 here in Florida on the West Coast. This is a small park, very limited parking. It's an archaeological site, so it's very, very site sensitive. The park manager is also the park manager for the Gamble Plantation. I've had very good interaction speaking with him. There's only a couple parking spots up here. You've got the one that I'm currently set up in. You've got one right here, but if you got a bigger car, it will stick towards the road. They did put one alongside the edge, but you're on a curve, so you got to watch it. And there's one handicap spot. The park is only open from sunrise to sundown, sunset to sunset. That's it, and it's very enforced quite heavily. These mounds here, that's very ancient artifacts and all that. There's bodies from the 1700s buried underneath those, so that's why. You are not allowed to pierce anything in the ground. You cannot hang anything from the trees here or tie to the trees. They're very, very sensitive about that. They frown upon that highly. The park manager encourages us to come and set up and run POTA, just as long as we don't break the rules, piercing the ground, tying to trees and such. There's only one picnic table here, and just a short little walk in, probably 10-15 steps in, and that's it. They do this quite heavily. No digging, no removing artifacts or anything. It's quite artifact intensive here. So if you see something, leave it. Don't bother it. The area is closed. These mounds, like I say, humans can't be on them, pets can't be on them, anything like that. But it's a nice little park, just a few small acres. We've had some rain here lately. That's why we've got a lot of standing water here. A lot of standing. So bring your mosquito spray. It's kind of, every time I've been here, the mosquitoes are not bad, but they're here just because of the nature of the site. We'll walk up the little trail here. It's very small. You can play POTA and then take 5-10 minutes and you can basically see the entire park. Again, bring in mosquito spray. It's always wet, unless we're in the really, really dry season. But the park goes back over 1,000 years. It's been documented. I've talked to the park manager about it, and if you look up the history of this park, like I say, over 1,000 years, the park has been here. They do have a set of stairs here that walk up to the mound. Now this mound is a burial site, so there's actual ancient bodies buried down in through here. Nice shady one. Definitely a lot of steps to get up, so you definitely got to be in shape. There is no handicap access up the stairs. It's all walking. So that's it. This is the viewing area. Like I say, not much. You just basically kind of look down and around. Again, that's Kilo 3635 we're at here today. They got signs they don't want you walking off this or anything like this. One of the signs they have. Again, they remind you, no digging, nothing. Again, they don't want you piercing the ground, tying to any trees or anything at this park. Excuse me. Because of the archaeological significance of this park. It appears it's not very well activated. A lot of activators don't come here, but it's a fun little park to activate. There's 5 other parks right here, all within a handful of miles. You got just a couple miles in a couple different directions, and you can do a 3, 4, or 5 row activation from this site. Again, that's about all there is to this site. It's a small state park. The road right there is a public road, so the fence line there is all bigger this park is. Just a handful of acres, if that. And we'll walk back out. They do have signs up and around. They don't want you walking into the grass area and all that. There's signs for that, so you definitely got to stay on the sidewalk. It's RF friendly. There are some power lines here, But I've never had any issues with any noise or anything like that across the bands. So that's a good thing. It is a golf cart area, so golf carts do drive up and down the road periodically, and you may get some noise off of them. And that's it. Again, there's only a couple parking spaces, so plan accordingly. There are no facilities here, so plan accordingly for that. But there are stores right around the corner and such. So today we're set up run the SO2R, run 15 meters and 17 meters today. Thought we'd come here and put 17 on the air, try to get that. Got the two MFJ ham sticks up and running. So that's what we're doing here today. Anyway, guys, let me get done with this video and get back on the air and get a few of you in the log. 7-3s from K-3635 at Kilo 3635.